to Strauss in Montana on the 2010 Gear of the Year Tour. And we'll be headed on the trail with a guy whose wife can climb a tree faster than a cat. We're talking about those guys from Vanderbilt's, your work boot center. Saturday mornings at 7 o'clock Pacific time on CRN Digital Talk CRN2. I'm Jim Ferguson. I'll see you on the trail.
CRN Digital Talk Radio, the original Talkback with Chuck Wilder. Paul Stern taking the toll-free calls, 1-800-336-2225, 1-800-336-2225. We're live across America on this radio station or cable system and around the world at www.crntalk.com. Program note tomorrow, let's see, Leslie Page, Media Director for Citizens Against Government Waste, and they've got their Port Alert House Transportation. Also, they're encouraging a move toward a $1 coin. Raymond Herrera, Robin Vidston of We the People, California Crusader, going to be talking about a candlelight memorial honoring slain Border Patrol agent Robert Rosas. Also, the new racist group, Gil Navarro, founder, who is seeking more local elected Latinos. Frank Savato, Executive Director and Director of the Terrorism Research Basics Project, wonderful article he wrote, When Justice Serves an ideologically instead of a nation. Andrew Mulvane, Director of Government Affairs for the National Taxpayer Union, trying to read my own writing. We're going to talk about the oil spill has now given Obama and congressional Democrats the ammunition they need to finally raise oil industry taxes. Ideology instead of a nation. That's Frank's article there. Right now, I want to go to Jim Kouri. He is Vice President of the National Association of Chiefs of Police, writer for Examiner.com, News with Views. Jim, how are you, sir?
Oh, how you doing?
Just fine. Are you still in that cast? Surely, no way.
No, actually, I was at the doctor today, and they put me in a soft cast, which I can take off to shower and go to bed. So it's, I have a semi-cast now. My leg looks like I'm at the WWE, World Wrestling Federation.
I must have the SP asking you about that cast. But so you finally have taken that up again? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
The showers?
Yep.
Hey, Jim, the latest that you just put out a few minutes ago, came across on my source here. You're talking about the FBI and New York Joint Terrorism Task Force has deployed a team of agents, analysts, and forensic experts to assist in Uganda on something to do with some terrorist bombings. What's that story about?
Well, if you remember, on July 11th, it was I believe it was the final game. It was Sunday, the final game of the World Cup Soccer Championships, and three bombs were detonated in the capital of Uganda, and I believe about 70 people were killed and hundreds were wounded. In those, almost simultaneous. Again, it's a kind of trademark of having simultaneous attacks, or close to being simultaneous. And it was discovered that the group, originally they took credit for it, but the investigation revealed that indeed they did conduct these terrorist attacks. Al-Shabaab from Somalia, it's a Somalian-based terrorism group that's affiliated with Al-Qaeda. In fact, they put out a press release when they and Al-Qaeda had met and joined together. And the FBI has volunteered to send, and it's for our own benefit too, to send FBI agents and New York City police detectives who are part of the federal task force in New York.
Here's my question now. I know the New York police, the FBI, you say they volunteered. Did anyone ask them to come over there? Or,
oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure. We offered to help, and Uganda accepted it. They are welcoming all help, especially our forensic help. The New York City Task Force probably has more experience with dealing with bombs. You had the First World Trade Center attack in 1993, and then you had, of course, 2001, and so they're a definite asset to the Ugandan government, and they're assisting in the manhunt for these terrorists, al-Shabaab members. And hopefully we're going to start taking Somalia seriously as a base for these terrorist groups. Somalia, we talk about Somalia as a nation. They're not really any type of nation.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't they the original terrorists?
Oh, sure.
The pirate days? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Remember Black Hawk Down? That was an Al-Qaeda operation. And so the fact of the matter is that Somalia doesn't have any government that really resembles a government. You have warlords, you have drug traffickers, you have pirates. It is like a Wild West show there. And the United States has to start taking Somalia seriously because al-Shabaab has made threats against the U.S. mainland, and they are in concert with Hezbollah and Al-Qaeda.
Now then, we've got 1,000,001 stories to cover, so we're going to leave that one and go to another recent Jim Kouri posting, and this is, boy, you hear a lot about this, the government Internet Control, Senate Bill 773, and I'll tell you why this really ties in right now, Jim, and I didn't really have a chance to get into it in depth, but this whole hatred by this administration of Fox News, Breitbart,